views and opinions expressed in Bunchie's Mad and Uncomfortable do not necessarily reflect those of 284 Media or CCT. The following program may contain use of strong language and ideologies. Viewer discretion is advised.
Anegada wants to be its own district. I've done the research, I've taken the votes, and we've come to a unanimous decision. If the government doesn't allow us to become the 10th district, then all 12 of us will march to the governor's house in protest. That'll show y'all we mean business. As an entrepreneur, I know a lot about business, and I have to applaud the BVI's libraries for selling copies of the COI for $100. I'd rather marry a fleshlight stuffed with barbed wire than pay $100 for something that's available online for free. Who even goes to the library anymore when the internet exists? A BVI library has to be one of the most boring places on earth. There are abortion doctors that have sucked the life out of less people, but I do have to commend them on their wonderful customer service. Their employees really do take their job seriously. It's like they have shares in the company or something, because one employee got really upset when I brought up the fact that the COI is free. She even brought out her extensive vocabulary and called me a skunt. That's the most exciting thing to happen in a library since ever. A lot of people wanted to let me know that I made a mistake last episode about the London office logo. I just want y'all to know I'm not the news. My goal isn't to be accurate, it's to be entertaining. Like I've told y'all before, I'm an the camera. Stop taking my words for gospel. But anyways, here's the real 20th anniversary logo, sent to me by its creator. I like the generic government looking one better. Arturo Fahi's life must suck. And I'm not talking about what he's doing to pass the time in prison. He is fighting for his life and his poop shoot to get out. He should have taken notes from the Haitian detainee who's confused about Shim's gender. Good luck finding a legitimate $1 million for Bond head coach. Just remember to keep your head in the game and don't drop the soap. Miss Maynard, on the other hand, is loving her time away from bad wigs. In the affidavit, the former premier said it took him 20 years to get here, and he doesn't want it to be gone in 20 minutes. Well, Miss Maynard helped crush his career so fast, they should call her Adeja Astroworld. This diabetes duo is more toxic than a 2-week-old tampon. With so much alleged evidence against him, Andrew pleaded not guilty, wasting the court's time like he wasted the BVI's for 20 years. Meanwhile, our new premier is battling allegations that he gave his mistress a contract for $80K. If the rumors aren't true, maybe Wilson didn't learn much from being stranded on that island with Hank and should have cruised her way into Amber's camp to learn a thing or two about manipulating men with results. That was a Castaway joke because Tom Hanks starred in it and Cruise is the last name of another famous Tom. Just imagine though, she sucked all that and still couldn't get her contract. I mean, how were they supposed to know that all this corruption was gonna come to light and then they have to lay low afterwards? But really, who's the bad guy in this situation? Is it the premier? The media? Wilson? Us? Red Woman? I mean, they're airing their dirty laundry and we're sniffing it up like a Japanese businessman. I wonder if any female politicians want to make me their sugar baby so I could get $80K contract too. Ladies, I could do something a little strange for a little change, That's all I'm saying. So Her Majesty's Hotel in Balsam Gut is currently facing serious staffing issues because all the officers are on suspension. The only dumpster fire worse than the prison is the one at Pockwood Pond. I mean guys, are we in the 18th century or something? Why can't you guys get the incinerator under control up to now? Anyways, some principal prison officers at the hotel were placed on suspension for more than 2 years for corruption. Shocking, I know. Well, at least they aren't the only corrupt hotel facing staffing problems in the BVI. Always hiring. Always hiring. Apparently, the Virgin Islands is having a celebration for the Queen coming up soon. Let's be honest guys, if it's not a holiday, y'all could keep that. Why would we want to celebrate Lizzie when she's actively trying to recolonize us? Only thing the VI actually wants to celebrate is when she kicks the
Francis Family Farm is hosting an overnight camp for children, starting July 4th to 8th for ages 8 to 12 and July 11th to 15th for ages 13 to 16. Ferry transportation provided. Campers will partake in horse riding, a conch island visit, and so much more. Registration is open at $500 with limited spots. Visit this link for booking and call the number for more info. Francis Family Farm, come ride with us.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There's the answer code.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
So it's well known at this point that health has been struggling to pay its workers. Now, Her Majesty's Royal Cartel is also saying that they're receiving their payments late. It's crazy that two of the most important pillars of any society aren't just underpaid, but they're just outright not being paid. What's crazier is the drip that I have on from Crazy Treads, now located behind Saeed. Like I was saying though, I understand these departments need major reforms. Lord knows the complaint list against both health and the police is longer than a government live on Facebook, but you can't expect things to get better if you're not even paying the people. Imagine if the hospital workers go on strike, or if the police goes on strike. The chaos paired with our already crippling society would lead the BVI back into the dark ages. And while you're at it, pay past airport employees their increments as well, please. Speaking about health complaints, I thought the banks was bad, but Medicare pharmacy have to be the slowest place on earth. There could be 3 people in line and you could walk to Vanderpools, get what you need, walk back to Medicare, and meet the same 3 people plus 4 more people in line. And another thing about health, why are COVID tests still so expensive? The pandemic happened for 2 years. We're in an endemic now, and y'all still ain't figured out a cheap way to test for it? Thank God the USVI is getting rid of their travel portal. Hopefully now it won't cost $1 billion to catch the ferry to go rock anymore. And speaking of pandemics, there's been a recent rise of monkeypox in some places in the world. Please do not make the same mistake we did with COVID. At this point, I think we all know what needs to be done. Shoot those motherfuckers. Execute the infected. Sorry, but not sorry. I am not willing to take the chances on this one at all. So Father's Day is coming up, and recently a young lady reached out to me on behalf of an organization that wants to highlight fathers on Father's Day. She asked me if I would send a picture of me and my daughter to be highlighted because she noticed that I'm active in my child's life. With this initiative, they hope to encourage other men to be fathers to their children. Now, while it felt good to be recognized in this positive light, I started thinking it's a shame that initiatives like this have to exist in the first place. It's too many boys out here breeding off the ladies and leaving them and the children to fend for themselves. Now, every situation is different, I get it. There may be small percentages of cases that something like that could be justified or at least argued for, I guess. But in the grand scheme of things, how could you look at your little ones' faces and not want to be there and be a part of their life? How could you not love that precious child with all your heart and not want to do everything possible to make them the happiest they could be? Call me soft, but when I drop my daughter to school in the morning and I give her a kiss and I tell her that I love her and have a great day, and I tell her bye-bye, and she looks back at me with a frown and her face fighting back tears because she doesn't want me to go, that shit does something to me, man. She be tugging on my heartstrings and making me want to cry. Because I don't want to leave her there if it's making her sad. I barely have the strength for that. I could never abandon my little girl. Y'all will listen to NBA Youngboy, but won't man up and be a father to your young boy. Children need their father. And if you don't want to be a father, then stop or at least use protection or something. And that goes for mothers as well, because y'all be deadbeats too. These children ain't asked to be here. They don't owe us anything, but we owe them everything. And mothers, Stop giving y'all self-praise on Father's Day. Y'all have a day. That shit's annoying. Don't take away from our day because you bitter your baby daddy left you. I hate that shit almost as much as I hate commercials.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hustle. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI love. A lot of things have been set in motion in terms of the politics of the Virgin Islands. The new premier has stated that reform is a top priority, and I'm happy to hear that. But are the measures being put in place enough? For one, I haven't heard much official talk about making Just Van Dyke and Anegada their own districts yet. Those communities need their own representation and their own budgets. Yes, they are small, but they are significant. And it's not fair to the other districts to have to share as well. Since Irma at least, it feels like scandal and controversy is becoming the norm in nature's little secret. Which is good for me because I get to use it for entertainment purposes. But overall, it's not good for the country. And I don't mean me and Heritage and Cindy and others talking shit is bad for the country. I mean the country giving us so much shit to talk about is what's bad. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, were upset when I made this show. And as they should be. But the problem isn't me highlighting the issues. The problem is that there's so many issues that I can make a 15-minute episode every week talking about them. But it's not too late to change the course of this shit. Listen, the upcoming days will set the course of our legacy for generations to come. Like always, everyone's being affected. But this time, I won't ask you to make any more sacrifices or take any more risks, because I know you're sick and tired of being tasked with having to be brave enough to bring this country to its former glory. We're Virgin Islanders, a radiant and resilient people, but we aren't miracle workers. We can make a change though, with ourselves, by doing what we need to do and be better for our country. And I say we take the first step by making specials 25 cents again.
The Bunch?
The wait is over! CCT Fire is here! Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire, bring it home and upgrade today.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Top up power.
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top up power?